There was this one guy that I used to hang out with a lot when I was younger. And I remember we always used to talk about the big goals that we had for our own lives of making millions of dollars, driving Porsches, Lambos, showing up to our high school reunions with like the most beautiful girl in a nice car, traveling the world, having freedom, all that stuff. And the funny thing is now, multiple years later, I've gone on to achieve a lot of those different things. I built a life of freedom, started making multiple six figures online at 22 years old, while this guy is still stuck. He's still working a 9 to 5. He's still posting motivational quotes on Instagram every single day and talking about the life that he wants to build with friends and family, but hasn't even taken a step closer to actually achieving it. And in this video, I want to break down why that is, because it's one simple mistake that this guy's been making, and a mistake that I see a lot of people make online. People don't even know that they're making this mistake. That's keeping you stuck, most likely. So this is going to be extremely valuable. I want to break down the actual kind of science behind achieving the result, achieving your dream life in the most simple and most applicable way possible, of how I built a life for myself where I can travel wherever I want, make multiple six figures and all that stuff. So you can actually take action on this stuff and achieve that for yourself and not be stuck like this guy that I'm talking with. Because it's kind of sad, to be honest, to see people like that. They have these big goals. They have a huge amount of potential for themselves, you know? And if you feel like you have potential to achieve more things in your life, you want to achieve that kind of next level, you know, drive the nicest cars, have the most amount of money and wealth and abundance and provide for your future family, retire your parents, all that stuff. It all comes down to you understand the concept around balance. Here's the thing. Balance is something that you've been sold as a lie from society. Society is telling you that you need balance in a lot of jobs, in a lot of 9 to 5s, things like that. People talk about like work-life balance and things like that. That's a lie that you've been sold to by society to get you into this way of thinking, that believing that your life is the best when you have a balance between you putting in time at work, when you put in time with family, with friends and all that stuff, having that perfect like balance in between. That's when you're supposed to be the happiest and the most fulfilled and the most successful. That's what society is telling you. The thing that no one is talking about, the thing that no one really realizes is the key to success, is that in order for you to get extraordinary results, in order for you to make a shit ton of money at a young age, live a life of complete freedom, that is not possible by you living a life of balance. Because to get extraordinary results, if you want to get to a top 1%, top 0.1% income range in your age range, that's going to require you to take actions that 99% of people in your age are not willing to take. And there's one specific action, one specific thing that you're gonna have to overcome, which I'll get to in just a second. That's the most important action you can take by far. And I'll break that down for you. But just understand that and really internalize that if you wanna get further, you have to do things that most people aren't willing to do. You have to operate different from everyone else. And then most people don't understand it. They think that I can just live my life and like have balance and like just live like everyone else and still achieve extraordinary results. Still become rich and still make a lot of money and things like that. But that's simply not going to happen. So you need to like remove that concept from your way of thinking, from your brain, is realize that that is not going to like be the reality of your life. You're going to have to go further, make risky decisions, do scary things, push yourself harder, keep going when your friends, your family are calling you stupid to achieve your goals. And I can't stress this enough, but like in my own journey, like that's literally been the case over and over again. I remember when I was 17, 18, 19 years old, started my first business, started getting into like SMA, dropshipping, all that stuff when I was still in school. My friends, my family, everyone thought I was stupid. When I invested into my first course, everyone was telling me that I'm getting scammed. This is retarded. You should just go into like university after school. Like, what are you doing? All that stuff. And now I've built the life that they dream of. I travel. I'm right now in Brazil, hanging out on the beaches here on a random like Monday afternoon, doing whatever I want, whenever I want, making multiple six figures doing so. While they're back in Sweden, that's where I'm from, working their shitty 9 to 5s, grinding their ass off in the cold, in the darkness, asking me, how did you make it happen? You know? And the way that I got there, like the thing that I did that they didn't do, was just being willing to take the risk, being willing to keep on moving, being willing to bet on yourself, even when things get hard as shit, even when no one else believes in you, even when you have friends, family calling you stupid, calling you retarded. And the things that I see so many young guys don't understand, and the thing that this guy that I was talking about in the beginning of this video, that he didn't understand, is the concept of, for you to actually achieve your goals, you're gonna have to be willing to do things that feel bad, that feel negative, that feel scary. You have to be willing to take actions that go against every single bone in your body. And this is probably the hardest thing to understand when it comes to entrepreneurship and achieving your goals, is that you're just gonna have to kind of reprogram how you're wired. Because how most people think, how most people operate, is so used to, okay, I feel a bad emotion, I feel scared, I feel negative, I feel uncomfortable, I feel like this is bad, I feel like this is a risk that I'm taking. And they're so used to pulling away whenever they feel that emotion. And the thing I need to understand is that starting a business, achieving your goals of becoming a multimillionaire, making a lot of money online and things like that, learning a skill, making money online, whatever you're trying to do, all of that stuff is supposed to feel scary at first. Fear, discomfort, that is the way. That's the path that you're taking to success. So the biggest shift I wanted to make after watching this video is realizing that the path to get to where you want to go is to move through the fear. Because it's always going to have, you always have these reasons, you know, like I feel a bit uncomfortable, I feel a bit scared about buying this course to learn whatever it is you want to learn. If you want to start your own business or get into a new industry of making money or whatever it is, you know, for example, when I got into my first business online, I was super scared, you know, I was super uncomfortable. I was on a call trying to buy like a mentorship program for 5K, super uncomfortable, super scared, didn't know if it's going to work out. But what I realized after making that move and making an investment and like stepping into that and eventually achieving the success that I was looking for is that it all becomes clear. The path kind of becomes clear in front of you when you're willing to just step into it. The worst thing you can do is sit in indecision. That's what this guy is doing. He has his goals, he has these visions for himself, he's super close, he has all this potential he could achieve, but he's not doing it because he's just so scared of this emotion of actually stepping into discomfort, stepping into uncertainty and doing something that he doesn't actually know what it's gonna lead to. So the question to ask yourself is, who do you ultimately want to be? Do you want to look back at your life when you're 60, 70, 80, 90, however old you get, 100 years old, hopefully, and look at your life and see that you are the person that had all these goals, all this vision, all this potential that could be fulfilled, but you never did it? You never took action on your goals. You never achieved any of your goals because of the fact that you were scared. You let a fleeting emotion of fear, discomfort, nerves hold you back from achieving all the things you could have achieved. Just think about that for a second. Is that what you want to see when you look back at your life? Or do you want to look back at your own life, seeing that you didn't achieve anything, like in all the things that you did? You didn't succeed in everything that you set out to achieve. But every single time there was a hard decision to be made, every single time there was a risk to be taken or something that was scary, uncomfortable, or something that was like just out of your reach, something that was a bit uncertain, you were there and you were taking action, you were pushing yourself, you were committing to achieving your goals, and you never let emotion or fear hold you back. I know for myself at least, that's a very, very like obvious answer to that question, but most people don't act as if that was the case. So seriously, think that through. Do you want to let a fleeting emotion of fear hold you back from achieving everything that you could potentially achieve in your life? Or do you want to realize that success is a byproduct of you doing things that are scary and uncomfortable? Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is a triumph over it. Realize this, there's always going to be reasons for you to not achieve your goals, but you need to prioritize achieving them. And I just understand that like they're all possible. Everything is possible for you to achieve if you step up and just take action on your goals. And this could start today. Stop looking for, okay, I'm going to be certain in a month or in February or in March or whatever it is, you know. There's no certainty to be found with waiting. The only way that you will get more certain, the only way that you will actually achieve your results ASAP is by starting today. And it's going to feel scary. It's going to go against every single bone in your body and feel like shit. But that's the truth. That's also the reason why most of the people around you are never going to achieve the success that you set out to achieve. Because you're not willing to go through that emotion. So the option is yours. The choice is yours. Do you want to go out and actually achieve all the things you set out to achieve and do the scary, uncomfortable stuff that's required to get there? Take action. Or not. And stay average like everyone else. Don't achieve the goals that you have and just stay put in this current situation that you're in right now. If you want help with any of these things, and if you found this valuable, let me know down below, leave a comment. And also if you want help with getting into the fastest way to make 10K a month, which is remote high-ticket sales, which is what I do. And basically what that is you learn how to sell and you partner up with an online influencer and then you just take sales calls for them. It's the fastest and simplest path to scale to 10K a month and what I did to make multiple 6 figures. If you want help with getting into that, click the link down below. You can hop on a call, chat, see if you're a good fit for my one-on-one mentorship where I can help you get into remote sales. So if you're interested in that, click the link and we'll chat. If not, no worries. I'll see you guys as always in the next video tomorrow. DM me on Instagram if you have any questions and I'll see you soon. Ciao.